Good morning, everyone, and again, thank you, Yannick, for the presentation and for the organization of today. We're happy to introduce and present you the INCIRCULAR open call session that we will launch today and that will be open in the coming months for receiving your applications. First, bit of presentation of INCIRCULAR project and its objectives. So INCIRCULAR is a European project funded under the I3, so interregional innovation investment calls, and we're supported by the SME agency as our project officers. The point is within INCIRCULAR to create between European regions some interregional collaboration for future investment and future projects. Within the INCIRCULAR project, we already have one big pilot demonstration. The goal is to demonstrate the production of bioplastics sourced from 100% from recycled plastics. And so we are working as a partnership on this topic to provide our industrial partner, Gorenje from Slovenia, with materials to be introduced in their process. Throughout the process is the intervention of several partners for digital twin development, for plastics modelization and simulation, for also material behavior controlling. So we have this pilot ongoing within the project. And what we would like to do is to integrate new companies, integrate new competencies, new technologies within the demonstrator to have a larger project and to have more interregional collaboration. So for this, we're launching an open call. The goal is to invest from the project budget 360,000 euro to source digital and process technology bricks to tackle the challenge that was just presented. The idea is to give up to 60,000 euros to 6 promising proposals led by European SMEs to work over 12 months innovation projects together with INCIRCULAR project pilots led from Gorenje, in the view of addressing some barriers that are faced by the partners within the project and to support the project. So the idea when you're applying to the open call is to receive funding and kind of hop on the projects to also provide some technology and some ideas with your innovative proposals. So the idea is to fund solution-oriented innovation in key barriers such as design, digital twinning, sustainability, resource efficiency, automation. The goal here is to really have interregional transfer of technology and interregional collaboration and to valorize the innovation coming from the SMEs. We source the tech in 4 fields: automation, digital technology, sustainability, and artificial intelligence-based design. These are the scope we gave to the call, because these were technologies and topics identified by the consortium as key enabling technologies, and that will be key for the further development of the project. We would like, as much as possible, to have proposals coming from SMEs with cross-regional components. So if you are SME, we will follow up on the region afterward, but if you want to collaborate with an SME from another region and have collaboration and submit a proposal as a consortium, this is mostly welcome, and we will valorize these proposals. So basic information on the open call, it will be a grant. The call opening date is today. We are launching the call and promoting it today. And we will have this call open for 2 months. So the closing date will be the 13th of November at 5 p.m. Central European time. By this, it will be some winter time, so it's fine, Central European winter time. And you will have a platform given also to submit your proposals. We will then give 1 month of evaluation, and you will be informed before the end of the year by mid-December for your invitation to grant, and then signing a sub-grant agreement with the consortium, and then starting your projects by the 1st of January 2025. So as mentioned before, the maximum budget will be 60,000 euros per participating SMEs, and we expect 6 grants, 6 agreements to be signed with individual SMEs. The maximum project duration will be 12 months. So when you start on the 1st of January 2025, you will spend 1 year developing your project together with the INCIRCULAR partners, and you will end on the 31st of December 2025, and then we will have some deliverables and feedback to give us. And so you will be also invited to discuss your innovation and your project with the INCIRCULAR partners. For this open call, so we defined two kind of challenge, two different challenges. You can apply to one or both of the challenges. It's up to you and to your proposal, depending on the innovation and the idea you have. So the first challenge is the upgrading of plastic recycling for plastic recycling lines for industrial side streams. So it could be ideas innovating or innovation into milling and shredding equipment, the upgrade of units, device, screws, accessories for the recycled material processing, or the injection molding technologies. This is the first challenge that is really towards material-oriented innovation. And the second challenge is on the digitalization of systems with advanced artificial intelligence solutions. So if you have solutions linked to the first challenge, then you are most than welcome to apply to both of the challenges. But we will evaluate both proposals that are answering either one of the challenges or both. You will find also more details on the call documents. There will be more description also on these two challenges. Here is a bit of examples of the solution that we'll be seeking. So just to confirm also, these are solutions that were required also by the INCIRCULAR consortium partners. The key here, as mentioned previously, is really to have a contribution, external contribution, and having some SMEs contributing also to the work that is already foreseen and done within the project. So we define some major obstacles, state-of-the-art, and examples of expected innovative technology that we will expect to receive within the proposals and to have within the project funded. So here are some examples. I will not go into details into each of these lines, but you will find also some details and more concrete example in the call documentation. One important here is the eligibility to participate in this open call. So who can apply? Who are you? First, you need to know if you're an SME. So SME under the European regulation. So our legal entities defined by the European Commission as small and medium enterprises. So you have some different criteria, company category, the staff headcount is important, the turnover, or the balance sheet total. So if you qualify as an SME within this condition, you are more than welcome to apply to this INCIRCULAR open call. But then you need to have a second eligibility criteria, which is your location. Is your SME based on one of these regions? Andalusia in Spain, Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes in France, or Slovenia? It's important because as the project is focused on interregional investment, the investment that was made within the project partners will still support the investment of the SMEs applying to the open call. So we have this restriction, but the point is to also have local collaboration, because as each of the INCIRCULAR partners is based on this region, the point is also to have some local collaboration and to create more synergies between these regions as they are already working together in the project. So if you're based in one of these regions and qualify as an SME or the other way around, it doesn't matter. These are two mandatory eligibility criteria. You are more than welcome to apply. And as we mentioned in the introduction, we will fund up to 6 companies with a budget of 60,000 euros. This will be funded as a lump sum. That is also quite important to mention. I will follow up to the budget also, but this is a good information. We focus also, and it was in the first slide also, on quite high TRL innovation. We will fund projects between that are coming from TRL 6 or solutions up to TRL 8. So technology development and demonstration from tier 6, 7 and to tier 8 on the system complete and qualified. This is within the scope because the point is to finalize, to grow into TRL within your participation in the SME open call and within your participation into the project. On the evaluation process, so as mentioned, the call is now open. So we will have several also promotion of the call, publication of documents, info days, organized sessions of Q&As to promote the open call. We will have a large diffusion of the call. It will also be published in the European Commission funding and tender portal as part of open call from the project in Cascade funding opportunity. Closing mid of November, we will have independent evaluators review the selected SMEs and give feedback and evaluation. From this also, from the selected SMEs and the ranking list, we will check also all the eligibility criteria that we will do also beforehand, but afterwards also based also on the criteria from the European Commission on the viability of the SMEs. All this will be checked internally. And as long as you score high, are selected, and have all the mandatory documents sent, you are invited to start to sign your grant agreement with the consortium and have a first payment of 50% of the grant. Then for this whole year, between January and December 2025, you will have the opportunity to develop the solution, to work together with INCIRCULAR partners, to be helped by mentors from the project, and, well, if needed, require a help desk from the INCIRCULAR partners. In December, when your final report and final deliverable is accepted, you will receive the final payment of the balance. So most probably the remaining 50%, if all the work is carried on smoothly and you deliver all what is expected, you will receive the final payment. So as mentioned, it's a lump sum of 60,000 euros. So we will give you a bit of information on how to calculate the budget. Here are the costs that are eligible within the funding. So personal or staff costs, consumable or equipment, other costs such as subcontracting, commercialization activities, travel costs, also if you need to travel from your place to see one of the consortium partners. These are the costs that are eligible. When you build your proposal, this is what we recommend, to have at least 50,000 euros into personal costs, so project development and consumable and equipment, but save also some costs, for example, 10,000 euros to travel, meet the partners, take part also in the INCIRCULAR project activities, because this will also help you understand what's going on within the project, network also with the different partners, because that's the point also of the project. As mentioned, it's also interregional participation, so save also some money within your budget to take part in the project activities. You can be invited to some other sessions such as this one, some events to promote the solution you are developing. So we recommend not to put everything under staff cost or equipment, but also save some budget for traveling and participation to events. So it's a lump sum. So we will ask you to provide mandatory documents such as deliverable, proof of actions, results. We will not ask you to provide timesheets or justification for payments or this kind of documents, but we will want to make sure that it's work-related, work-based. So the final payment will be made after the acceptance of the final report, including a financial report on how you splitted your budget. Smaller deviations from the regional cost and budget will be accepted. And well, for the final financial report, you will need to declare that 100% of the funding have been used for the project development within the funding scheme, and so within the INCIRCULAR solution you're developing. That the report is based on substantial data, receipts, invoice, etc., that you will keep also, of course, if there is any control required. And that the information content is in your final report is full, reliable, true, etc. So that also will be provided by the actual work and the actual collaboration that you will have with all the project partners and the providing and the delivery of what is expected under your project and participation. So, as mentioned, you will receive half of the funding at the beginning of your project. So once it's accepted, so by the end of this year or the beginning of next year, you will receive 2 installments, 50% pre-financing in January, and the balance after completion next January, so January 2026, so 1 year after the start of the project. So in between, you need to be able to cover the relevant costs from your own cash flow, from your own company, in order to cover the project costs and the development of your project activities. So once you start within the project, you're committed kind of to finish because you receive the pre-financing and then you continue on the project for for 1 year, and you receive at the end of your project on submission of on the final deliverable the other half of the project. So as mentioned, it's under the fulfillment of the major milestones, so that will be defined in your application proposal and will be followed by your mentors within the project. So at the end of the project, we check your milestones, your work, the final report, the final deliverable, and simple goal statement with explanation of expenditure, and everything goes well, and you receive the other half of the funding, and we're all very happy of your participation within the INCIRCULAR project. Here is how we will select the proposals. So the first criteria is the relevance of your proposal. So how it will contribute to the core topics, to the challenges identified, and to the INCIRCULAR key challenges. So we will evaluate by external evaluators. This was said before, but good to mention again. External evaluators will have an overview of the relevance and the innovation potential of your proposal. We will see also how you foresee the implementation of your project. So do you have the relevant resources? Are you able to carry the plan? Also, how are you able to carry the proposed activities? Is the timeline and the proposed activities in line and feasible according to the evaluators also, but from you will explain also how you foresee this work plan and the resources you have within your company to carry on this activity. And the third criteria is the impact. So how the proposal, how the work, and how the solution will contribute to an exploitation strategy, societal and economic value of your product, of your service, and how it's contributing within the project and after the project, and how it's also in line with the expected interregional collaboration that we foresee within this project. These 3 criteria have weights, score over 5, and then you will have a total over 15. As mentioned in the beginning and in the introduction, we're looking for interregional collaboration. So we will foresee and give an extra points for interregional projects. So if you're Spanish SME wanting to collaborate with a French or Slovenian SME and you're submitting a proposal together, we will give an extra point to this proposal, which is really important. And I stated, and because also it's expected from our evaluators and from the European Commission, if we want to keep also this kind of funding open, if we want to keep it ongoing, it's important to show that we promote interregional collaboration. Well, this presentation was quite long, quite short in between, because we have a lot of information, but there's more. So you will find in this link, but also in the project website, in the document that will be sent, all the questions that we imagined it could be raised. But if there are more questions, please do not hesitate to contact these email addresses with your questions if they're not already answered in the previous documents. And we expect your proposal with a full application within 2 months by the 13th of November before 5 p.m. via email. Please also make sure you receive confirmation and acknowledgement receipts from the email after your application. If not, do not hesitate to raise your hand or say something, because we will make sure that all documents are received on time. Thank you. Are there any questions? What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So consortium can apply up to two partners. So they are just having one proposal, but budget splits between the two SMEs, showing that each one will not receive more than 60,000 euros. And as mentioned, it's like we expect consortium application because they will mean cross-border also, and that would be really nice for our project and for the interregional collaboration. If no other question.
Okay, and thank you, Annabelle, very much for very informative and detailed presentation. We just would like to show you our fresh from the oven video containing the key details on the Cascade funding call. Is it playing?
This is what we can see now. Can you find the sound on your Mac? Justice la sélection sur le... Ok. It seems like I can open this. Meeting? Ah, okay.
Point.
Can you hear online the video that I am starting to launch?
We are at a critical point.
Yes, it works.
In the last 10
It's perfect. Okay, perfect. And then
We are at a critical point. In the last 10 years, we have produced more plastics than in the last century, leaving it to affect our ecosystems. But the problem is not the plastic per se. It's how we use plastic responsibly. Can plastics be more than waste but a valuable resource? The European Union believes it can be, by launching its Circular Economy Action Plan and Plastic Strategy, a strategic move towards transition to a more circular economy. EU-funded INCIRCULAR project, co-funded by the European Union's Interregional Innovation Investments I3 instrument, supports the EU's mission to fill a key gap in the recycling loop and change the way we approach plastics recycling. That's why we launched an open call offering financial support for SMEs to help them develop innovative solutions in the plastics value chain. What is INCIRCULAR's open call? 6 SMEs from the region Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, France, Slovenia and Andalusia, Spain, will receive €60,000 for their own project on 2 key topics. Topic 1 will address process technology solution. These projects will aim at upgrading the plastic recycling line for industrial side stream and residues. Topic 2 projects will focus on digital solutions. These projects will work on digitalization systems with advanced AI solutions. Mark your calendar for September 12th this year. From this date, the call for proposals will be open. You will have 2 months to prepare and submit your application until the 13th of November. Funding decisions will be announced on December 15th. After that, all approved projects will start on January 1st of next year. You will have 1 year to execute your project and achieve your goals. Are you interested in open innovation and out-of-the-box solutions to make the plastics industry more circular? Learn more and apply for funding at incircularproject.eu to become part of the chain.
La super promo EasyJet.
Okay, thank you everyone for your attention. We will now stop for a short break, and we will get back to you at 10:30. We will start with our emulation session and following panel discussion. So you're very welcome to join.